Hi everyone, and welcome back finally to the luxury hotel run. Now, if you've been watching this on YouTube, then there probably isn't a huge gap between this episode and the last one. There's still a bit of a gap, probably longer than normal for sure, but not too long. I was saying to my poor people on Twitch, I've been away for 2 weeks on holiday, so it's actually been 3 weeks since I streamed last, and I was just desperately trying to remember what was going on, and also how to play the game. Trying to remember how to play the game. Thank you for the follow as well. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. I'm going to get it wrong. But welcome in. Assistant caretaker's stressing. Why are we stressing? Right. Yeah, so we'll jump back in. Now, the things that I do remember, because I'm around. We're alright. What's going on? Did you just come back from space or something? Probably what happened. It's now coming down. What's going on here? So, we were doing some not materials, is it? Orbital research. What's it called? I can't remember what it's called. With the data banks. So this is all set up. We just need to send them out again when we want to. How many data banks do we have? Do we still have them on board? 127. And hello as well. Welcome in. You might have to help me with your name. Peregilantra? Is that right? Let me know. I always struggle with names, so apologies to anyone that I've incorrectly pronounced their name for. Ooh, food. Moving food. Let's have moving food. That's good. No seeds available. Okay, we accidentally dug those up to put these in. Yes, we got some lights going. This is all cooled, wasn't it? So we're okay. Alright, we don't have enough seeds, but I think we were trying to stabilise the food situation, which we've done. We did definitely come to the realisation that we don't think we have any slicksters. Now, someone did mention in the YouTube comments that there can be buried slicksters, and I think, was it you, Devera, that was trying to say that as well? That there were some buried ones, like this kind of thing. So I think we were looking for them, we didn't find anything. But, therefore, you know, it may or may not be the case, but I think it's probably worth trying to dig these up. It may be nothing, but it may be something. So why, you know, we haven't got anything to lose by digging this up, especially now we've got atmo suits and this is not dangerous. So let's go after all of these buried items, and yeah, for anyone that isn't familiar with this, these little black lines give away the buried object, and also when you hover over it, it says buried object for you. Nice and straightforward. So let's dig them up, and we'll see if there's anything there. We may as well. Pretty much nailed it. So, did I say Peregilantra? Or I'm saying in Spanish. You mean like in Spanish is a jota, so we've got like a Peregilantra. Is it a Spanish-based name? Is that right? Welcome in Goose as well. First time watching an Oni. Do you mean one of my Oni streams, or just any Oni stream? Is this the first ever Oni stream you've ever seen? Is that if that is, then thank you very much. Wow, that is quite a what's the word? Endorsement. So thank you very much for coming to visit me first. Hopefully you like it and you keep coming back. And this is how we indoctrinate you into the Oni community. We get you hooked on streams. I also fall under that category as well. I spent probably too much time in Oni streams, but you can't spend too much time having a good time. There you go. I'll go with that. So definitely time well spent. Great. Right. Well, yeah, we'll put that in there, and we'll try and grow these bristle blossoms. Now the other thing, hashtag not a cult. I think that was one of the things we had last time. Yeah, the other thing I was definitely conscious of was water and water supply. This is our current water area, I suppose. This is actively making it. We had a couple of sources. We've got the cool steam vent here, again, which is left open. Another one over here, which we could probably open and do something with. That's just natural gas. Why is it? Okay. Right, yeah, we need to get this one going because we're wasting natural gas, which is not good. Is there a... Okay, there's not even a gas line for this as well. Am I going to have to connect this into this, really? I'm not sure why this... confusion. But yeah, so what I said we do is we could make these hatch ranches because we couldn't find any slicksters, although we might do. We'll try. Are there any more buried things down here? I see there's one there. We have very eagle eyes for this. Another one there. Maybe if I just mark them up, it'll be a bit easier to see. That one. Yeah, I can also see, as I remember very well, I've given the dupes too much things to do, too many things, and I want them all done yesterday, as always. So my poor dupes are going to have a busy time. Maybe we need more dupes, but then food was the issue on that, as I recall. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. But someone did say in the comments either you might find something buried, and then you can get them from the printing pod from there. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, I'm not too bad on the priority 9s. I don't think. You know, the beds are 9s, the coal gens 9s, the suits 9, but those are correct. They should be high priority. Everything else is just a 5. It's just there's a lot of it, which is kind of the problem. Okay. Good. So yeah, I think we're in a bit of a holding pattern. But what we said we do, because yeah, if we don't find any slicksters, we can just turn these into hatch ranches. The other thing I haven't done is deal with these overflow. So this is okay. This is a reasonable temperature at the top, but the bottom is a little cold for hatches. I think they might survive, but we'll keep them up in the top ones to start anyway. We will have to sweep this stuff. That's no good. Get that swept up. And then, yeah. So what we do is we'll dump everything out into a... Yeah, we'll set this up like my tutorial bite. That's definitely the way to do it. So we'll run these out here. Also, another tip with this... you don't want to run the rails with eggs on through the other rooms. So in fact, this is not a good idea. I'm not listening to myself. You want to run them through the tiles and the doors, because once the eggs enter a room on a conveyor rail, they count as being in the room, which means you do get a slight or temporary overcrowding debuff on it. So you want to avoid doing that, especially if you've got a lot of them. If you've got a few of them, you're probably all right. But once you've got a lot of ranches, that will become a problem. So what are we going to do? Let's build this down, and then we'll do we'll do some incubators out here, of course. How many incubators do we need? I'm going to run somewhere between probably 2 and 4 ranches. So I think having more okay, so what's the problem there, Vera? What's the problem? CO2 buildup. Why would there be a what? So I'm not gonna burn the petroleum in here, because yeah, you're right. Without the slicksters, you don't want to be burning petroleum uncontrolled, because you're right. You're way too much carbon dioxide. So I'm not going to be doing that here. I think, as I said at the end of the last episode, I'll have to try and build the petroleum somewhere access to space and just vacuum it basically, and we'll move the power out there. So yeah, how we do the water collection though, that is going to be interesting. Maybe we have to sieve it or something. I don't know, it's not great. That's true, yes, it was 3 weeks ago live, so appreciate if you don't remember that. But yeah, the only reason I remember that as well was because it was on the summary, and I play the last 5 minutes. Right, now let me grab what I'm going to do. I'm going to find my own critter tutorial bite thing. In fact, I don't need to do that for the incubators, because I know what that looks like. So we can... I think we'll go with... We can start with fewer and add more. Maybe, I think 3 would be fine. Yeah, my mouse is playing up. I don't think it's my mouse. I think my mouse mat's a bit uneven. So it's jumping around all over the place. We can do that, and then that leaves us room for... yeah, I'll just do this on a timer. I won't do the fancy automation setup that I have, because I can't be bothered. We'll just use a simple timer sensor and turn it on for a little bit every cycle, well, after, and then off for a cycle. And then, yeah, I'm still going to grab my Critter Tutorial Bite idea. Where is that? I'm going to look for the hatch one. This is why I have my tutorial bites, so I can remember how to play the game. Yeah, just kidding, of course, but they do help. They help me, so hopefully they help you guys as well. Hatches. There we go. Isn't that big enough to see? Right. Oh, this doesn't have the partially submerged surrounding chamber on. Okay. I think it's quite simple though. We'll have it on this picture. Have another one. Pips, maybe? No, yeah, okay, I covered it in the pips one. But I don't know why that's not in the hatch one, so that's my bad. But there you go. Alright, we'll leave 3 here. I'll try and reverse this as well, which is always a little confusing when you try and reverse a design. Rocking at my chat, but thank you very much, Bogrosh, for the continued sub. Welcome in. Appreciate that very much. I think you must already be on the list to be in here. Let me just double check. You're not on my list. You must have subscribed a little while ago. Right. I'll add you to the list, but just try to manage your expectations here. The list is very long, and this will turn into a most dupes run if I fully honour it. So, oh, we'll see. We'll see. I'll add you on the list. Oh, no, that's it. There we go. But thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. Thank you to all my lovely subscribers. Right, let me jump back to what I was doing. That door. I'm aware as well we have a print, so I need to grab up that. What is that? I'm trying to look at it. Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's this. So then the critter drop off goes in here, a auto sweeper goes in here, and the conveyor chute goes in here, and then don't do this, do this. There you go, that makes sense. Makes sense to me. Take this out. Great, right, I can jump back to chat. Sorry if I'm missing things. Head control. Yes, yeah, we can definitely have more dupes. I mean, I think I might have already overkilled it a little bit with the bristle blossoms. I don't know, but more dupes would help. It'd help us get things moving quicker, and that is what we like. So yeah, then this comes in here. We can empty that onto there. Oh, these two are in the wrong order actually. So let's see how shaky my mouse is. So it's not me. So my hand is steady. Mouse mat is not flat. Yeah. Push off there, and we'll put the conveyor loader. It goes here. So the order matters because the conveyor loader goes outside. So if you want this to reach this, I think it might not from here. I'm not sure. Not sure. That's the only reason why it might do. But they are getting on with this pretty quick. Oh, also this line goes through these, which is probably not intentional, but I'll take it. I don't think I meant to run this through here, but it works. Yeah, we will need probably separate valve for these incubators. I think that is going to be sensible. If I dig this out, I don't want to pour loads of liquid in our oil at the bottom. So if we close this up and then we can drain this way, that would be good. So we'll just clear this nonsense out. We already got some hatches here. Look, there you go. We're ahead of the curve. Awesome. As we approach cycle 200, we are getting there. Yeah, well, the conveyor loader is effectively for the meat. You want to take the meat out, and you can also take the eggshell out with this as well. So it's useful. It's useful. Right, we've got hydrocarbon propulsion. I cannot remember at all for the life of me what was going on with research. Let's have a look. So we managed to get the small petroleum engine. Can we get the big one? Yeah. I mean, well, the answer to that is obviously yes. But should we get the big one is probably the right question. Should we get something else? Is there anything else we need? I'm not seeing anything down here that's particularly useful, at least in the immediate term. Do we need rads? Do we need nuclear power? I didn't do it on the last one. If we do nuclear power, that does mean we need beaters. A bit of a pain. Or use the centrifuge, but the centrifuge is rubbish. I think the most important thing on here is probably the petroleum engine. It's definitely my favourite rocket engine, so... Nuclear boiler. We could do a nuclear boiler. 300 slaves, yeah. Unless we find any slicksters hidden in these ones. Or yeah, I don't know. Honestly, no idea. I think they're just joyous seeds, actually. It seems to be what's coming out of these is joyous seeds. Any more digging? We can come in here, but I don't want to make too much of a mess. We'll come after these, see if we can get them. There we go. Look after that. I mean, we can also just grab this diamond. You know, diamond's always good. We love diamond. Why not? Favourite engines are Radbot. Yeah, I think a lot of people like the Radbot engine. I mean, you know, technically, for sure, the Radbot and the hydrogen engine are the two best engines in the game. I don't think there's any contention about that. It's one or the other. Generally, I slightly prefer hydrogen, but you can argue the toss. The reason why I like petroleum is just because it's so usable. Like it's really easy to use. Getting the fuel for it is way easier than hydrogen. The Radbolt, I mean, it kind of depends, doesn't it? If you've got the nuclear waste setup going, then yeah, you're probably fine, and you're not too worried about getting Radbolts for your rockets. But it depends if you set it up or not. That's a $1 million question, really, isn't it? Is have you set it up or have you not? And most maps, I say, I haven't done a nuclear reactor. The main thing, actually, I'd say that drives me to do a nuclear reactor is the GMO AOK challenge, or the achievement. When I do that achievement, having the nuclear reactor is super damn useful for that. So you just kind of like, yeah, well, I may as well do it for that. And then, yay, free power. So you can't complain. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. What is your favourite engine? That's an interesting question. Well, I think the answer's got to be petroleum, Radbot, hydrogen. If you're coming in with another option, that's a side take. And Razor, thank you very much for the welcome back, and welcome back to you as well. And thank you so much for the 16 months. Guys, absolutely mad. I appreciate you. One of my earliest subscribers, so thank you for sticking with me. You've got to come play some more Satisfactory with us. Me and Thevera been playing on. Drownick came and joined us as well, and a couple other people. We started a new base. We finished the last one. We did it. So yes, finished phase 4 of the space elevator. It's all done. I had to run the game on for 17 hours, but I did, and it's done. The crows. Okay, all right. We've got some edgy choices going on here. It doesn't entirely surprise me that Vera's coming in with the hot takes. I think he loves a good hot take. Now you're AC. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. He loves a hot take. It is. It's uncomfortably hot here as well. A lot of the UK does not have air conditioning. It will not entirely surprise you to hear, because most of the time it's grey and raining, and then the one time it's not grey and raining, and you have 1 week of sun, and it's been high 20s here, and it just gets too hot, and I am very hot right now, and I want it to go colder again. That's the thing. If you ever meet a British person that's happy with the weather, I'm not sure that you might want to suspect them of not being truly British, because for us it's either too hot or too cold or too wet or too dry. You know, there's one or the other. There's something in only that you try to avoid at all costs. Yeah, there's a couple of things with dupes that I definitely avoid. Narcoleptic's a pretty bad one. The nyctophobic, the sleeping with the lighter one, is pretty bad as well. I avoid that. Mouth breather as well, I tend to avoid that. In terms of in-game stuff, what immediately came to mind actually was algae terrariums. Please avoid these things. They are absolutely horrendous. I feel like they're just a noob trap. They're so bad. Unless you're particularly using for a specific thing, they're just bad. And CZ Mate, thank you very much for the subscription as well. There's a couple of, I mean, rusty oxidizers, I don't use them. On Drowning made it, welcome back, welcome in. You've been here before on Drowning. You finally made it today, you mean? You've been occupied. Yeah, rusty oxidizers I don't really have a use for. I mean, you can use them. There is also the ore scrubber. That's in the utility one. Does anyone ever use the ore scrubber? I mean, it's not like I avoid that because it's like some conspiracy. It's just, it has absolutely no point. So why would you use it? I don't know. Also the IC fan and ice maker. Those are also definitely good shouts for things you want to avoid. They are so inefficient that please don't use those. And cover other things. Yeah, some schoolwork and all. Yes, all that good stuff. All right, well, good. At least you're here now. That's a good thing. Right, let's set this up for hatches. What are we going to feed him? How are we doing on rocks? It's been a while. It's been a while. They are all mineral. That was the thing that's coming to my head. What have we got a lot of? 500 tons of granite. Igneous. We could feed them. What do we have to feed them to? We have to make stone. What makes stone hatches? I never remember off the top of my head. I don't do stone hatch ranches a lot. Is it you guys, someone in the chat will know this immediately, and I'm sure. Or do you have no? What makes them good? Is it Is it sedimentary? All right, well, let's go with that. Yes, sorry, that's right. Yeah, of course it is. So, forgive me if I have a bit of a mind blank. I have been away for a while, so that's my excuse. I don't know if it's a good one. That's what I'm going with. Okay. There we go. Let's put that in. Bit of stuff here that wasn't done. Don't know why. Cool. More scrubber. But really? Is it really good if you don't use the exosuits? Is it? Is it though? And Perejilan, thank you very much for the subscription as well. Appreciate that. You new in and you subscribe straight away. That is very kind of you. Let me add you again. I'm adding people to the list, but the list is long. Disclaimer: you might not get on. I'll keep repeating that just to make sure everyone's clear. No false advertising. But thank you very much. As I said, I think I said at the end of last stream as well. If you are on here, definitely join the Discord. If you're subscribed on Twitch, join. If you're not subscribed on Twitch, please join the Discord as well. It's open to everyone, of course, but you also get some specific benefits from being subscribed on here. So yeah, have a look. Have a cool tip for using the cool steam vents because you found 3. Yeah, I mean, at a high level, what you generally want to do is condense the water and use the water. That's the obvious bit. The question is kind of how you do that. Void rust. Let's start building out. Do we have infinite food storage or not? Did I do that? I don't remember. I don't know what. There's too much water in here. Let me see if I can drain these out. Sorry, one sec. I just need to check what on earth I was doing. Do I have food storage or not? I have no conveyors, so that would probably say no. Do I have fridges somewhere? Oh, I didn't need it because this is everywhere's deep. Yeah. Sorry. Yes. There we go. Everywhere is deep frozen, so it's like yeah, got it. Yeah. So in terms of the cool steam vents, the question is how do you do it? One way is possibly to geotune it and then take it out of steam. And also thank you very much, Doc Mantox, for the Prime sub as well. You guys are too generous. Always too generous. Thank you so much. Yeah, you could geotune it, but then you would need to, you'd need to supply the bleachstone for that, which you can now do with the bleachstone hopper, which is super useful. This bleachstone hopper, but then you'll need a supply of salt for that. So if it's not a salt geyser, then it's not sustainable necessarily. So just be aware, you need a supply of salt for that. The other way you can do it, the normal way to do it, is if you just cool it with an aqua tuner, stick a cooling loop across it. So generally I like to make a fairly small box, put some radiant piping behind it, and then steam turbine, aqua tuner, normal cooling setup, and then pump the water out that way. That is usually the easiest way that I like to do it. And yeah, thank you very much, appreciate that. Glad you enjoyed it. We've got more stuff coming on YouTube. I really need to get on with that. Yeah, welcome to the chaos. This is not orderly tutorial bites type stuff. This is pure madness where I'm just getting them to do too much stuff too quickly, and yes, having fun with it. We have fun with it. Right, let's put hatchling. Do I have? I don't even have stone hatch. Stone hatch does not exist. It is not an option. We haven't found any yet. Critters, so we'll put hatch 9, priority 9, 8 critters, of course. That's the maximum we can fit. Why is this not a ranch? Because we're missing a tile in the corner. These are 97. Oh, is this 96 then? Oh, this is 93. Ah, right. This is 93. This is the other thing that actually someone did mention on the YouTube comments. Apologies, I forgot exactly who mentioned it. But yes, it looks like they were right, that I somehow managed to make this one too small. Which is not good. That's not good. Why is this solid? Oh, I see. So this was solid because this was solid, but I moved the door. That's why. So we can do that. Yeah. Yeah, we did. Yeah. It won't make much difference. Right. But yeah, we need to make this one bigger. Then we also need to knock a tile out of this because. Yeah. We can even leave it as insulated for now because it really won't make any difference. But yeah, I made this one too small. So thank you, whoever caught that. Very eagle-eyed. Oh, we got a hype train going. Cool. Yeah, we need a tile in the corner. You start with geotunes, you have abundant supply of material. Working on supply. Yeah, so make it sustainable is definitely a good idea. Definitely. Right, so let's try and make this nice. We do have petroleum, don't we? I'm pretty sure we have. Okay, you can tell it's been a while. I'm asking the basic questions. Okay, and we just set this to everything. In fact, these will all just auto sweep the whole thing anyway. Great. So get these set up, and then the other thing was actually trying to get the boiler working. So like I said, we can still get the boiler working. Yeah, we can start getting the petroleum. So I've got a water line. Top is petroleum, bottom is water. Except those are the opposite way round. So that's not good. That's not right. Because, so this is the oil line, the normal one, which makes sense. And the insulated one is the water line, because the water will freeze down here and the oil will not. It's actually a freezing issue, not a boiling issue in this case. So that, if we fix that, that would have been an annoying one. So yeah, insulated into the water, pumped from there. Pump again into the water. Okay. What is this? Empty pipe. Empty. Alright, this has no water. Yeah, okay. Ah, so we have no water supply. So we need to work on water supply. We need to work on storage. And yeah, we can sort that out as well. They won't sweep without their power. Yes, yes, I did catch that. The power is coming. The power will come. But give it a while. Give it a while. Right, the other thing was... Oh, I don't know. It's missing some sensors on here, so we'll pop the Atmo sensor. The Atmo sensor just makes sure this doesn't run dry. There's no point pumping it. We'll connect that up there, so And then what I usually do is steps liquid lock these as well, so let's see what we can do. Let's do this. Like that. Get rid of that. Oh, then we can just move that there. And then can we liquid lock? We can liquid lock like that. Blob of oil there. It won't be a vacuum lock if it's like that. There'll be no vacuum, but we can do that. We got the level 1 hype train emote. Thank you guys for unlocking that. Whatever that means. Is that useful? I don't know. So can we run all these off the same one? I think we said we couldn't, right? Or we've done it anyway. I don't know. Yeah, what are they, 240? Yeah, so that's 480 times 3. The gas pumps won't run that much. Oh, there you go, you got your nice emoji. Hype Dragon 5. Cool. Oh, and hi, Kathy Matt as well. Sorry, I missed your chat there, but yes, welcome in. And I did have a lovely time. It was very busy. It's very busy. Not fully relaxing holiday. Not one of those, but yeah, we had a really good time. So thank you guys, and for everyone that's shown an interest as well. Appreciate that. So yeah, what we can do is we're pumping the oil up. This is the oil intake line, so we're going to run this across, and then we'll bridge it that way. Come across here, that loops around. This is already done. That's all done. This is built. This is all vacuumed, which is nice. Are we done on this? Okay. Is pump still connected? No. Why not? Come on. Because what I'm thinking is we would probably want to get back in here. You can make the oil self makes a liquid lock. Yeah, it should already liquid lock itself. It's just not vacuum locked because I haven't made it too long. It's just one long. Fine. Oh god damn. Ice. Is this ice meteors? Nonsense. Should we send this up? I think we need to send this up. I think... okay. We still have infinite food storage, although this is technically just beyond... this is not quite deep frozen, which is very annoying. And if we need an extra bit of oomph, an extra bit of power over here. So we could add a little line just to over chill it. So the refrigerator's cold, but the food is not. This pickled milk comes in very hot. 60 degrees. Where's it coming from? No idea. Anyway. Yeah, no, I don't mean power the fridges. I mean add in a thermoregulator and put some actual proper cooling in here. Although that just seems nuts given how cold everything is anyway. To have to go and do that. It just seems crazy. There's minus 40 everywhere. Like, well, surely we don't need a powered loop. I don't know. That's a pain. That is a right pain. That okay. Right. Anyway, let's just double check. So yeah, these guys have got a big build job to go and get on with. So we're fine with that. Leave them to it. So water, the question is with waters, where do we want to put the storage? We should put, I think, an infinite water storage somewhere. Yeah, I'm going to chill over, I don't know, just add in like a little water loop or something. The water would be too cold. Petroleum loop? Petroleum's better than oil, isn't it, in terms of freezing temperature. They built that already? Okay, they are building stuff that's close, I think. Yeah, the other so if this is open, what we need to do is if we do a tile deconstruct, we can get rid of this carbon dioxide. We don't want to let any carbon dioxide in here. Naphtha? Petroleum loop surely sounds easy. I don't think I have any naphtha to hand. I mean, it would probably work. It would work, but I don't have any, so yeah. Why not just steal some coal from somewhere? It's a cold map. That will not surprise anybody. So just to build that there, just to deconstruct and then get rid of the carbon dioxide. True, but we can fix that by doing this. So that's not actually a problem. We can stop the lava hitting it. I need them to deconstruct this, so they're going to have to jump in here. This is, yeah, to open this up unless... I don't think there's a way for me to corner deconstruct it. I can also grab this steel. There you go. Whoever said that couldn't be gotten, it will get it. This steal of shame. Shut up, you. Yeah, we'll be fine. Nope, the shame will be removed, and no, there'll be no evidence of any errors. We'll expunge the records. This is the way. Yeah, this is all vacuumed out, so I think we're all pretty happy in here. Yeah, you should be good to go. So we'll do it like this. If we deconstruct that one and build an insulated one there, that will just make sure that we never... The volcano never gets over the top of there, I think. I think if it got to this one, it would go over anyway. We'll find out. I'll close it up anyway, just to be safe. But yeah, let's build this, clean that up, and then open this. So we'll open this up. And then we've got to make sure our automation is absolutely bang on. So, yeah. We'll have this one like this. And then this will say... what are the settings? Again, my tutorial bites have the answer. I can't remember off the top of my head. Even I need the reference. So, there you go. Never feel bad about using a reference. Get the numbers. Here we go. This should be below 420 in the end, but I want it to be red currently. Cool, so we've opened it up. The magma blade is... Oh, we don't need it. Coming in, and it's very important that you have it at the end of this. Okay, we've got a bit of igneous rock already, but this will heat up. This will heat up. And also, thank you very much for the follow, Brownie. BR757 will come in as well. 420, yeah, 424.05. So we'll just let this heat up a little bit just to stabilize. Let me sweep this up as well. I don't like that. And then yeah, this one, yeah. So definitely get the oil in first. This is good advice. Do not put the magma in first. I think put the oil in first. Yep. Sorry, I checked. I was going to make sure. I was sure. Yeah, so we need to spill some oil on this there. Right, the other thing was, sorry again, apologies if you're keeping up. Oh, I've got to remember not to scroll around too violently. That was another bit of feedback that I had before, didn't I? Remember that one. Right. Apologies if you're getting seasick. Let's look at this mouse. Okay. This was... what's the order of stuff? Is it oil, then petroleum, then water? Or is it petroleum, then oil? I think it's oil first, right? Yeah, that's what I think. I'm going to go with that. This one, hatch egg. Grab some hatches. Are there hatches down here? No, of those. Getting a bit of a gas build up in here, which is not ideal. Maybe just... Can we send this rocket out like further away? We can, but there's no need to. Oh no, there is some need to. We can go do that. What's this frozen again? Is there some water leaking thing? I don't know what's going on. So I played only a month ago and you came across the content. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you found me, and hopefully that the videos helped you out and entertained you as well. That's the goal. edutainment, that's what we do here. Not sure if I like that word or not. I mean, it's quite an apt word, but it also sounds a bit yucky, but that's what we do. I'm glad you found me, and yeah, welcome in live. It's always great to see people come across live. So many of you come from YouTube to over here to Twitch. It's always good to see new friendly faces, and the Oni community is definitely very friendly. For sure, it's one of the... It's a great community. Everyone looks after each other. Right, so this, what we'll do is set this on to 10%, 10%, 60, 600. There we go. Perfect. Okay, how much oil have we got? Oh dear. We got too much oil in here already. I've really got to watch this, haven't I? I'm not paying enough attention down here. Also, we've got a bit of natural gas trapped in there. I wonder if we deconstruct that, we should be able to get it out. Poor man's automation. What do you mean? What do you mean, poor man's automation? That's good. And if you got any questions, I mean, guys, please fire me questions or anything you want to know. If you want my take on anything I can help you with, I will absolutely love to chip in. Talking about Oni is under one of my key skill sets for sure. So, is that unreachable? I mean, that won't do it. I'll be happy to chat anything. Yeah, I'm doing the simple automation for it because I can't bother with the full one. It doesn't need that. This is a constellation setup anyway, if you know what I mean. This was not my intent to do it this way. But then I suppose, you know, if we put slicksters in here, that would be a full-time setup. You know, once we get the petroleum online, power's not going to be an issue. So trying to do it super fancy just does save the power, but well, I don't think we're going to need to save the power. See what I mean? So hopefully that's fine. Right, no pending deliveries. We don't have any petroleum. That's a bit of a bummer. In here, did we just turn it all into plastic? Other thing. Ooh, let's have that hatch as well. More hatches rolling around. Don't seem to be super hot on wrangling. It's like a dupe elevator or railway. They can zoom around. Well, the best you can do with that is the transit tubes, which have I unlocked? I have unlocked the transit tubes. Will we do that? Probably, maybe. I don't know. I've got a load of plastic, I think, already. Well, not that much. I have some plastic. I'll revise that statement. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. What's... Okay, okay. Where's this going? Is this just going straight to the spawn? Yeah. Okay, okay, so what we need to do is that... yeah, but then that means I've got to produce the black wax, which is a pain. This is an oil line. Oh boy, this is getting messy already. I do not like it. I don't like it. Yeah, I may need the bracking. We'll see. Yeah. All right, razors popping off here. I'm in a slightly different place because I started late today. I'm always everyone, but yeah. Also, I'll definitely still be on when you get home. In that case, razor. So we'll see you then. Have a good trip. Everything's back. Everything's fine, like normal. Right, so this is 5 kilos a second. Some of it's going up. These things can drain 4 kilos a second. So yeah, I think basic maths would say this is not enough. That is definitely the case with that. So I can bridge over here. And again, it doesn't matter that the bridge will give priority because it's not a... Yeah, it'll divide itself anyway. And what I think we'll do is bridge onto this one, and it will just... and that's not right. That's not right. This one needs to bridge onto the other one. We'll do it like this, and then that will prioritize the. That'll prioritize the left one to go up, and then the right one will just be the overflow or the excess. Okay. So yeah, we start sending some water down towards the oil reservoirs. Crude oil. Yeah, the bracking. Well, not for with the bracking, it means I can ranch the gassy moos and then not have dupes ranching the other critters because you can just feed them the brack wax. There we go. Okay, just liquid lock this, so it won't be vacuum. This is still definitely non-vacuumed, but it is liquid locked, so the gas can't get through that, which is good. There we go. Question on a hotel: is it possible to have space suite with glass and a lift area with God? So I have a rough plan for what I'm going to do. Yes, I do want to do max morale. That is the goal as well. But I also want it to look cool. So I've got a cool idea in mind. The way, I think I'm gonna add, but you go. Kathy's not subscribed. I'll hold on because Kathy asked a question. She may be on an ad right now, so I'll hold off for that. That's yeah. I have a shape in mind. So still no slicksters down here, which is not a huge surprise, but still a disappointment. Okay, good. So yeah, so I need to do, if that's below 500, keep going, and you can pump if this is above 800. Is 800? I can't remember what. So petroleum is 840 and oil is 780 or 780, I think. Anyway, put it definitely below 700. Just to make sure. Okay, but yes, we are sending some oil up. The oil will go to the boiler. So, what to think? Yeah. Oh god. Better sweep this up as well. We'll six it. Just turn it off for now. Okay, we've got hatches in here, but they're not ranches because there's tiles missing. So we need to get those done urgently. We can move the atmosphere to the left so you can have a vacuum lock. Ooh, maybe. Welcome in Oxalic to the left, like this left. The problem is I would have to put the block here. It would have to be like this, which is 2 up. So not trivially is the answer. I mean, I can definitely do it. I think the easiest way would be to move like the sensors over here or something. You know, the way to. The thing is, this isn't going to overheat anytime soon. So, yeah. Well, they do work faster on priority 9s. I mean, you know, I do make a meme of it, and sometimes I will admit I put too many high priority stuff. Sometimes, but generally I'm not too bad with priorities, and I do, you know, when I get priority 9, it usually means they can do it right away. There's not a load of stuff that's priority 9. So I use it very sparingly for normal stuff, for sure. And then it's just stuff I want to get done immediately. That's when it gets a bit... well, that's not true, Vera. You can definitely have too many 9s. That is an entirely plausible problem. But... yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Place the sensor with a tile, then the right cell can be a vacuum. Yes, so I could move over that one, but then where would I put this? That's the question. I don't really want to put it on this one. I'd rather put it on this level. So I'd have to probably move it over there. But I could do it. I mean, just move the whole thing left a little bit. Wait. Yes, but even so, you can, you know, you can have a perfectly working base with an X amount of dupes, which is fine. And if you suddenly bombard it with 9s, you can lose the game, you know? So I don't think that's entirely true. Right, we've got some blueprints. Why don't we grab some stuff? What we got? Just thinking about it. The lights, the ceiling light that I think I already have. No, it's a cool design. I thought I already had it. I've got a load of ceiling lights. That's cool, actually. I like one. I'm so bad with cosmetics. I always forget they exist. That's the problem. Right. Oh, I've got to stay hydrated. Oh, keep my voice going. I'm doing a lot of talking today, so busy. Trying to stay with you. Yeah, look. Well, I don't know if they suck. They have a bit of a use. You are right. They produce disproportionately so much heat for what they are. So yeah, you can run into issues. Who's making a mess? Soup Kadai is making a mess because he is trapped. Because they have built this in the wrong order. There you are. He can now get out. There you go. This is why I prioritise stuff. Good. And good thing. At least he made a mess before he started suffocating, because that would have. Stuff yellow and red. Yes. Okay. So yellow alert. Obviously, yes, you do have that. But the yellow alert just trumps everything, which is a bit of a problem. Like, it ignores all of the priorities. So using yellow alert is not ideal. And generally what you find, because the dupes get allocated a yellow alert from far away, it can be slower to use a yellow alert than to use priority 9. Because the way it gets allocated to someone immediately, if they're further away, it ends up being slower. But generally, I prefer using 9 than yellow alert. And yeah, the Verus is quite right. The red alert is not cool, and it adds 40% stress per cycle to all dupes, which is quite a lot, and also stops from sleeping. So yeah, it only actually adds anything if they weren't working anyway. If they were already in a working slot, then red alerting isn't going to make any difference. Okay, right, we've got some atmo sensors. So if that's above 500 and that's below 500, sure, why not? I hope this oil's not freezing. Okay, we're going to need to bottle empty onto there as well. This is a full vacuum liquid lock, so that's good. Although this thing's going to bleed heat anyway, because I made it out of normal tiles, not insulated ones, because everything's cold, so heating stuff up is a feature, not a bug on this planetoid, I think. We can join this to this as well. There you go. How about that? Struggling with power. I'm guessing that's power generation is the issue. So hopefully we'll fix all that very soon. What have we got? Another thing? Don't give me another ceiling light, please. Ooh. Post ear. Van Gogh reference. Nice. That's a funny one actually. I like that one. There you go. The artworks are interesting, but then also they're a bit of a faff because you kind of have to manually go in and change them if you want a specific one. So there's that. You know, it's right. How are we doing out here? Assistant caretaker is area complete. Okay, we do have some more. We can do some more telescoping, I think. 1, 2. Yeah, we can send him out here. Oh, we sent him out here as well. There's more to explore with him. Yeah, I also really wanted to use the fuel and make more data banks. Let's bring him back because using up carbon dioxide is a bonus, not a downside. Because I want to use this carbon dioxide up for rocket fuel, and then that'll make the base more breathable too. Win-win, and we like win-wins, right? What's going on here? This has no power. I'm missing one tile, really, guys, really. All right. Oh, what's also going on with the oil in here? Ah. So my my liquid sensor has shut this off, which is correct, but I do want to actually open this up in the first place. So let's see. Now this may also be another issue, that the oil is incoming very cold. So just be aware of this. This is probably a specific case, but most petroleum boilers, and mine included that I covered in the tutorial by it, are designed with an oil input temperature of about 87 degrees. And quite specifically that, because that is where the oil wells settle themselves in terms of temperature. So the fact that this is coming in at -7, for example, means that we're going to have to do more work in the heat exchanger or more from the magma. So it's one or the other. That could mean we aren't achieving the right output temperatures from the counterflow. So we'll have to monitor it. We'll have to be careful. Oh, so it was 870 for the oil. It must be 780 for the petroleum. Got them all the way around. We'll have to monitor it closely because that can make a difference. So we'll be conscious of that, but we're aware of it. So at least we can react to it. Right. So we don't want to fill this up too much. It's probably fine. Then add some aluminium bites. Exactly. So what we can do is tune this by changing some of the materials, changing the length. We can make that better or less. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to manual toggle. Right, so hold on. I'm going to do this. So if this is above 420, you can open the door. Otherwise, please transfer your heat across. I really don't like the fact the power's dying. That's not good. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'll toggle this. So this simulates a cycle to get it started. And then when the magma drops, sticks on there. Oh. And I meant to just left that below. That's not good. Whoops. Yeah, okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to simulate it again. So I should have just left it on below. I didn't need to toggle it. Once we put some magma on here. There we go. So we've got too much magma in here now. I hope this doesn't melt this. Should be fine. I think. I reckon it'll cool. We'll come in here, we can do some digging and this will cool down and it'll be fine. I think. Okay, that's flooded. That's fine. And yeah, and hopefully... There we go. Yeah, so that's gone solid. That's not a problem. And I need this to go to solid as well, please. And we will have to dig it out, but that's fine. Yeah. There's a pinch. Shut up, you. Conveyor is just trolling me in the Twitch chat. There's no shame. There's no shame. So yeah, what we'll do, we'll cut this so it shuts that vent off, and then let the first lot boil. Lovely. Perfect. Yeah, so this thing down here, we need this to cool. I think we may as well take as much heat out of this rock as possible. We need to come in here and dig this because this is going to be in the way. We should be able to corner dig it is what I'm thinking. If we come here like this, keep this door shut, we should be able to corner dig that and be fine. So let's see how this gets on, because there's currently no counterflow. Nothing is counterflowing. Also, we have absolutely nowhere for this to go. So we probably shouldn't set this going, because we have nowhere for the petroleum to go either. So that would be a bit silly. Can we corner dig this? It's not even doable these days. Oh yeah, true that. Good point. Put one there. And see if we can dig it that way. A bit of weight. Yeah, so we need to get the petroleum to somewhere we can use it that's useful. I guess we'll have to put it across here. Yeah, there's a lot of pipes going through this section. Why is there... Okay. We'll bring... Oh, jeez. I have not designed this particularly well. We'll be pulling a lot of this apart later on, so... it's not a huge issue, but it would have helped if I'd built this a bit sensibly. To be honest. But yeah, we'll tidy everything up later. Let's not stress about it. Good. Okay. Bridge that there. Bridge that there. We'll come across that way. We'll come up across there. We'll come back across there. Or do we want to do that? Or do we want to go left? We want to go left, I think. Let's keep it this way. We can reach that. We can reach that. Excellent. So yeah, what I'm thinking is let's say we come across here. Where the guys are here. What have we got? Give me a lovely point. You need to change the heating for coolant. Well, it kind of already is doing that, I think. Carbon dioxide guys are great. We hate those. They are rubbish. But yeah, let's come this way, and then we can we can build on the left side, and we'll just vent to space. The polluted water, I don't know what we're going to do with. We'll have to work that out. And hopefully as well we got a couple hatch ranches going on here. Do we have many ranches? We've only got one rancher. I wonder if we want to increase this. So we'll take mechatronics engineering. There's pretty stacked out. We got okay. So Emperor is our rancher. Friendly. Okay, and yeah, we can do both. I think those are both useful. No ranching, farming. May as well grab those, I think. Demolition and engineer. Engineer's good. Again, farming. Alright, we'll leave that off. Oh, we might even, okay. Four ranches is a lot, surely. Popsicle. This is the best you've ever heard someone called a frozen dupe. Let's see. That is an interesting name. Right, we've frozen this. We got rid of some more carbon dioxide. That's maybe. I think there's too much water in here. It's kind of the problem. Where's this water coming from? Over here. Oh, right. This water's coming from here. It's pushing everything up. I think we really need to sort water storage. So I should probably stop talking about that and actually do it. Oh, geez. How much water storage are we going to need? I'm thinking. Depends on the upper limit dupes. Oh, I tell you what though. I think we've reached the end of the episode on YouTube. I've got to keep an eye on this. I've got to remember to keep an eye on it. So, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much for watching this episode. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Back to normal timing. So, see you then.